Hello and namaskar viewers. I am Sanjeev Pandya welcoming you to another episode of the Money Talks right here on ITV Gold. The show is brought to you by Science CPS Services, a full-fledged professional accounting firm located in the state of New Jersey, multiple locations, but they can assist you with any and all tax matters no matter where you are in the country. Science CPS Services believes in doing taxes right, and that's why they have the huge clientele and the most satisfied returned clientele in their services. Science CPS Services located in the Monroe and the East Brunswick in New Jersey. They can be reached at 908-888-8900. That's a 908-888-8900. So for any tax matters or any tax related matters, you can contact Science CPS Services. It's good to have you once again with this show, The Money Talks, with Mr. A.J. Kumar, CPA, CVA, MBA with Science CPS Services, and over 30 years of experience, brings his knowledge, experience, and the wisdom to the show, The Money Talks, because as you all know, when money talks, and everyone listens. In this show, that's what it's all about, Money Talks, and you all listen. With that note, I'd like to welcome Mr. A.J. Kumar to the show. A.J., it's been a long time. Good to see you.
Thank you, Sanjeevji, and thank you for the kind introduction.
You're very welcome. You deserve it. And more than your introduction, Science CPS Services introduction, because Science CPS Services is doing a phenomenal job. So, viewers, here we are, and in this episode, it's a money talks, but today we're going to talk about music also, because music is money, and there is money in the music, and that goes very well. And not only money in the music, but there's a lot of money in the music that you can make it, and that is going to be interesting conversation we're going to have in this episode. For that, AJ, we have a gentleman here who is very passionate about music. But it's not the music that he has done his life. He's been a very successful entrepreneur, being in the energy side of business, developed business very well. And, but while developing business and being successful entrepreneur, कहीं ना कहीं पे एजे उनके लिए म्यूज़िक के लिए जो लगाव था वो म्यूज़िक के लिए लगाव हमेशा रहा. And now he's pursuing his hobby or passion, whatever you call that, into the music. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me to welcome Mr. Manjeet Gulariaji right here in our show. Manjeet ji, namaskar. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Kya baat hai, very nice. Music, music can be hobby and passion for many, but there are few of them who can really pursue, at certain age or after being so successful in the business, and you are one of them. So it's a very remarkable, journey that you have so far.
Yes, indeed. So music has always been my passion.
Ji.
I've been singing since I can remember, since my high school days.
Okay.
However, lately I thought to bring it to a next level. So 2 years ago, we released an album with the famous Ritu Pathak.
Yes, I was just going to say that you released the album with Ritu Pathak, and that duet track was Ishq Da Fever. That was 2 years ago, but most importantly, last year, Manjeet ji released a duet with Anuradha Pondwalji and Hum Tere Bin, right?
Yes.
That is the one. But before we go into the music side of it, let's just hear about yourself. You said you've been singing, you love music, you have passion for music ever since you were a child. So what happened after that and till now, your journey as being an entrepreneur, successful entrepreneur in the energy side, how did that happen?
Well, I'm an engineer by profession, but later on decided to get into our own business because that's where the real money is.
Exactly.
So I'm an electronics engineer by profession. Last job was with Lockheed Martin, and then I decided to go into business. And since then, it's been a wonderful journey being in business. So business and entrepreneur, investor. But music was always my passion.
Okay.
So I always sang. I've sung with many, many local artists, the Saregama contestants.
Wow.
I love duets. I love duets. I think it's double the pleasure.
Oh, really? Okay. So more than solo singing, you love
Yes.
duets. All
So
right.
then the latest song was with Ritu Pathak. If you like, I can sing a couple of lines.
Please, go ahead. Yes, absolutely. Our viewers will be pleased, yes.
दिल ये मेरा गिद्दा पावे दिल ये मेरा भंगड़ा पावे तेरे इश्क दी गलियां विच ये खिल खिला के चढ़दा जावे तेरे इश्क दा फीवर है चढ़िया कुछ ऐसा वे तेरे इश्क दा फीवर है चढ़िया कुछ ऐसा वे मैनू चाहिदा बस एक तू ना गाड़ी पैसा वे मैनू चाहिदा बस एक तू ना गाड़ी पैसा वे.
Very nice,
It's
beautiful,
beautiful, it's
lovely
beautiful.
singing. And viewers, you can check out his singing on YouTube's, and later on in the show, you'll see the links, and you will definitely see the clips of his videos on YouTube. Manjiji, my question to you is that only Punjabi songs or Hindi songs as well?
No, so far on YouTube, they've always been Hindi songs only.
Hindi songs.
Mostly Bollywood songs, but this was the original song that was written and composed and then
All right.
performed.
Before we go into the music and money, and before we combine music and money, let me just ask you one question. Who are your favorite singers? You say you've been having passion for music ever since you were a kid. So till now, I'm sure there must have been various singers who probably touched your nerves and inspired you.
Yes, indeed. So Jagjit Singh Saab is my
Ji.
all-time favorite.
Very nice. Wow. Yes, absolutely.
All-time favorite. And I like Kishore Kumar, Kumar Sanu, Udit Narayan, all these are Muhammad Rafi Saab.
Yes, of course.
So I've sung all these songs.
Nice.
I love them.
Chalo, good. We're going to have a great conversation. We're going to combine music and money. AJ, they say that talent may open the door, but financial stability, keeps you really on the stage and keeps you really going strong in the life. So now let's combine music and money together.
Absolutely.
That in today's day and age, viewers, you may know that music performers, they are making tons of money. Their popularity is rising day by day. And I'm not only talking about Hindi cinema or Indian cinema or nothing like that. Global phenomenon that has been out there because the music has given so many platforms, from Spotify to YouTube to Insta and everywhere else, and people are finding out their talents. But at the same time, the talented performers are making lots of money. So how this money in the music can give you financial stability? AJ, let's start with that.
Absolutely, Sanjeev. And that's what I like about Mr. Guleria. He's combining the two things together. He's not just a passion. He formed an LLC around it. He's trying to protect, copyright the music. He's singing with a lot of famous singers. See, if you take a step back, the way it used to work with audio cassettes, with CDs, with gramophone, this is not how it works anymore. There's a lot of money in the live shows. I mean, we have a lot of people coming in New Jersey, coming in US, famous singers from India making tons of money. You see, especially in summertime, you see a lot of people coming every week, and there's a new singer in Atlantic City, in New York, in New Jersey. So the model, the money model, how you make money has changed compared to what it used to be. Mr. Guleria, how do you monetize this whole music in your field? How do you make it self-sustainable, not just a passion?
Right. You have to have a platform.
Ji.
So my platform is MGMM, Manjeet Guleria Musical Moods.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I think people get drawn to that, and gradually you have to build the viewership, and then you can monetize it. But it has to be original content, and lots of effort has to be put into
Correct.
that.
Of course, of
And
course.
keep on
any other
adding
business.
it.
Like any other business.
Like any other business.
Absolutely, absolutely. So what are the challenges you have faced so far from the financial perspective, in monetizing the passion, the business, the music that you have?
It's been a learning curve. It's been a learning curve. Only after we started doing productions, original productions, that's when we thought about doing the monetizing. And it's an ongoing process. So forming a separate LLC
Yes.
and putting all the expenses there, and then hopefully that will continue to generate more and more income.
Right.
You are able to pay that, and that protects your rights. And then it takes time, but over time it makes money.
Protecting rights in terms of licensing and royalties and everything else,
Copyright.
right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, copyrights and everything.
So it's very
But my question to you is that your journey is a bit different than any other individual out there, because you were a successful entrepreneur and you were able to pursue your hobby, without any restrictions. My question to you is that for someone to go as far as you have gone or you plan to go, do they really need to have a very strong financial background?
I do not know of any other way.
Acha.
So I think everybody has to have their own journey, but the important thing is to, I think, pursue that passion like a business, right? You have a passion, but always think about the business angle. So it is very important that you get all the rights to yourself, and then you have to continue to build that business.
But then, passion and a business. Sometimes somebody would have passion, but somebody may not have money, and the other way, works around also. But you are CEO of MGMM, and when the royalty comes in, and licensing comes in, and international rights comes in, copyrights comes in. But at some point, do you plan to become a producer where you can also have other artists sing for MGMM banner and release their tracks and give them a platform, and at the same time build up your financial stability in terms of royalties and licensing?
That'll be excellent.
Yeah.
So all the music that I've produced so far, I've been the producer also, right? Then I hire the director and the other singers and the cast.
All right. So now let's go to the main question that our entire show is built up. That's the taxes, okay? And that's where Mr. AJ Kumar's expertise comes in. So AJ, now tell us, how does tax structure works when somebody is into the music thing and they are pursuing it, spending money, but getting popularity, but not making a whole lot of money in the beginning.
Not there yet.
Yeah, right. So what would you advise when it comes to taxes?
Mr. Guleria's situation is slightly different because he made a career first and then he got into this passion. But for somebody who is trying to get into it and not expecting a lot of money immediately, we advise them to start with an LLC first.
That's it.
Once you get to a point when you're making some money, enough money, then we'll consider converting this LLC to S Corp. Remember, you don't have to close the company and start a new one. You can just originally LLC that can be converted into an S Corp once you cross certain threshold, at least $30,000 in profit, if not more. Then you can consider not just doing your singing, bring in more singers. You become producer. Why stop at singing? Bring in movies. Meaning, at the end of the day, take it as a business. Passion is great. Passion cannot feed the family. I always bring in the business angle to it. More importantly, that all sounds good. What can I do now? What do you want me to do today? At least track all the expenses under one account. If you have all the expenses under one account, even if you made zero money, you can claim all those expenses as a deduction, showing business motive, and save money on your taxes. Simplest example could be you made $0, zero revenue, $10,000 in expense. You have business motive, you save $3,000, assuming you are in 30% tax bracket. Okay. So it's a good thing. Run it as a business, not just as a hobby.
Okay. Well, to make it a business, obviously you're going to need an advice like, from tax expert CPA like AJ Kumar of Science CPA Services. We're going to talk more about that in the second half. But right now it's time for us to take a short break. We'll be right back after this messages. Remember, you're watching The Money Talk with AJ Kumar and our guest today, Manjit Galeriya ji. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
I have one question. My investments went down this year. Is there anything I can do, or is that money just gone?
Believe it or not, not always. In some situations, investment losses may create tax planning opportunities through a strategy called tax loss harvesting.
Wait, so losing money isn't always just bad news?
When done properly and in compliance with the IRS rules, investment losses may help offset certain capital gains. But there are important rules and timing considerations, so it's not a one-size-fits-all strategy.
Oh, Really? I had no idea there could be a tax strategy behind an investment loss. I definitely want to understand how it works.
That's exactly what we will cover at Hidden Tax Breaks. Your tax, your wealth, and your legacy. We will explain tax loss harvesting, when it may apply, and the key rules every investor should know.
Join us on July 29th at ITV Gold Auditorium
And discover strategies that could help you make more informed investment and tax decisions.
See you there.
Moving on to the show, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, we have a guest here, Mr. Manjeet Guleria ji, and having a great time to talk about music. Everyone loves to hear about music, and everyone loves a conversation about music, and we are learning from Mr. Manjeet ji, about music. And of course, yeah, he's going to sing another song. He already sang one, but he's going to sing another song, couple of lines a little bit later on. Now let's talk about money and a business. AJ, right before the break, you said that LLC needs to be set up. That's fine. LLC is good. But as you know, for every business and every single entity owner looks for deductions. So, especially for this music part, what kind of deductions they could have on their tax return?
Absolutely. So not only you will need some instrument, you will need probably a studio, a rental space, you may need some photographic equipment, you may have some travel needs, some marketing, some website. There are a lot of expenses that goes hand in hand when you talk about a business, including forming the LLC. That's a business expense. The key here is, Sanjeev ji, you have to put money from your pocket to the LLC account and then have the money go out to all these places from the LLC account. You can't be spending money from your pocket to all these vendors. You want to centralize the expenses. So at the end of the year, you can create a spreadsheet, you can show the proof of spending, and that's how you get the deduction. Remember, you don't have to have the revenue to claim the deduction. Even if you have zero revenue, you can claim the expenses. As we said in the first half, you can save thousands of dollars by doing it right.
Okay, that's good to know. And I was just going to ask you about revenue, that how could they generate revenue? But you said that you don't have to have revenue, but there are several platforms that you can generate revenue. Once your music gets really popular and gets so many hits, of course, you can generate revenue in that part also. And I'm sure our guest, Mr. Guleria ji, is also aware of that, right? The more hits you get on a social platform.
Actually, I have a question for Ajay ji. This brought up a question. So if you have this as a separate LLC or music business, can you deduct the losses that it's generating from deductions for your other
Absolutely. It's an active
income?
business, 100%. If you have a gas station, if you have a convenience store, if you have a consulting company, you are making money in all those businesses. But on the side, it cannot be passion, it cannot be hobby, it has to be a business. You form the LLC for your music business. Business is the keyword here. All the expenses that you have in this music business can offset the income from other businesses.
Okay. Now, will that somehow lead to kind of retirement and wealth planning, having your business and LLC and everything else? Can you build up that business so well that it gives you retirement money and wealth planning?
Absolutely. The key here is to be able to make money. If you make money, there are a lot of retirement plans you can choose from. Not only you can do IRA, you can do SEP. You can do 401k, you can do solo 401k, you can do defined benefit plan, you can do defined contribution plan. The limit is not there. The key here is treat it as a business, focus on making money. Passion is great, but again, I always advise people who are trying to follow their passion, great, but keep an eye on the bottom line.
Okay, so that leads me to another question, which is royalty and intellectual property planning. And for that, first, I'd like to go to Mr. Guleria ji. Guleria ji, as you are into music, obviously you're singing, and there's a musician involved, and there's a lyricist involved. So my question to you is that, do you write your own lyrics or you have a lyricist? The reason I'm asking, because when the royalty part comes in, right, musician also should get royalty, lyricist should also get royalty, and your co-singer also gets royalty.
So I sub that out. So there's a separate lyricist and there is a composer who composes the music. And then there's a music director. All of these are subbed out.
And then you pay them.
I pay them.
Correct.
So I am the producer
Yes.
of the show, so I bear all the expenses, and then that becomes my overall expense.
Okay.
And then whatever
you
income
own
I
the
generate.
content now.
Yes, I own the content.
Okay.
I own the content. I have all the rights to the content.
So you have them sign the agreement that yes, you know,
Correct.
if they are selling you a piece of music or if they are selling you a number of tracks, lyrics, then you know that becomes your property, which is
Yes,
good.
Yes, we have
Which is good.
agreements.
Okay. So now, you know, when it comes to royalty and the intellectual property planning, AJ, you know, what would you advise to someone like Mr. Galleria ji on their tax return? How can they really build up their, eventually, like I say, coming back to the point is to retirement?
Absolutely. And the key here is the way people used to make money in singing is not the same way it's done now. If you don't copyright your music, people will use it. People will use it everywhere and you're not getting a penny out of it. If you copyright it, you can enforce your right. You can have a lot of viewers. You have to do proper registration to collect money from these platforms. There is Spotify, there is YouTube, there are tons of them. Again, the key is to have a business angle to it. Passion is great. You sing very well. It's beautiful. Do you have a business eye around it? That's where the key is.
All right, so that's a good question. Now, maybe because Mr. Manjit Galiraji is a successful entrepreneur in the energy side and he brings that knowledge and that experience into the music business. So then my question to you is that can they also go in as a diversified investment through the music company? Investing into, like I say, investing into artists or music or something to build up your brand, MGMM.
That should happen in the future.
Okay.
So we have a platform now, and we've hired people who are going to manage that channel.
Correct.
And so I think that
Because
should be
I'm sure you must have set up some kind of goal that where do you want MGMM to go 5 years from now, 10 years from now? What kind of legacy that you want to leave for yourself with MGMM?
that's still being developed. But whatever I pursue with passion
Yes.
and excellence.
Yes.
So that's the important part, and that will be coming in the future. But I think we've started that process
Okay.
of building the platform to a really big one.
Are you going to be limited to, how do I say this, Hindi music, Punjabi music, Indian American music, or are you also going to be going to Western music and other kind of music?
Well, probably Hindi and Punjabi.
Indian Punjabi right now.
Well, that's the start. So you start a platform with something, then you try to maintain the upstream, downstream, musician, singers, and then upstream you try to buy the TV channels, depending on what the passion is, where the road takes you. You start somewhere. And
But I'm sure he must have some kind of guidelines or some kind of plan on a piece of paper where does he
Dream.
want to go
Let's
step
put it a
by
dream.
step.
Dream is
Also, the dream is that I am very passionate about health and fitness and longevity. And for that, what you need is a passion. So I'm actually in the process of writing a book called The 100-Year Advantage.
Wow.
What you need is a health and wealth and a purpose.
Okay, excellent. With that note, we got 2 minutes left in the show. AJ, if you have anything to cover, please do it in 30 seconds because then we're going to have Mr. Galleria singing a song, and I do have a question about that.
No, absolutely. Let's have Mr. Guleria sing the song and then we'll summarize the show with our final thought.
Okay.
And the final thought I want it to be for a new singer, for an upcoming budding singer who does not have enough resources. How do they go about creating music, the passion as a business, as a livelihood?
Okay, all right, we'll make it quick. Galleria ji, let's hear another track that, perhaps the one that you sang with Anuradha Pondwal ji.
हम तेरे बिन with अनुराधा पौडवाल जी. तू है भरम मेरा हौसला, देखो कभी ये न टूटे सनम, दुनिया की मुझको परवाह नहीं, मुझसे कभी तू न रूठे सनम, तेरे सिवा कोई मेरा नहीं है, मरने लगी हूँ मैं तुझ पे सनम, हम तेरे बिन अब रह नहीं सकते, तेरी जुदाई सह नहीं सकते.
Arey wow, very nice.
Beautiful,
Kya baat hai,
beautiful.
very well. Quickly, tell us about your interaction with Anuradha Pondwal ji. I mean, she's an award-winning, she's class A singer. She has been awarded many times, many different categories. How was your experience to sing a duet with her?
Well, it was done separately. So her recording was done
Okay.
in India, and I don't go outside New Jersey, Pennsylvania, so mine was done here. And then we created a video. That video was all shot in New Jersey and New York.
New York, okay, and then put it together.
And I'm part of that video.
Yeah, very nice. All right, wishing you all the best with this. I think AJ wanted to have some lines added up regarding this music and money.
Absolutely. The final thought to summarize, you have a passion, music or whatever passion you have. Unless you keep an eye on the business side of it, you will have to leave the passion to feed the family. You will get married, you will have kids, and then you have to focus on the family first. Unless you can create the passion as a business, unless you know the business angle to it, as much time as you're investing to grow the passion, please invest some time on the business side of your passion. See how other people are doing it, how the money is made. Unless you keep a self-funded passion, in the long run, you'll have to give up your passion to sustain the family.
Very well. Thank you so very much, AJ, for that final note. Before I close the show, I just want to ask a very friendly question to Manjit Galeria ji. Manjit ji, will we ever see a music concert by Manjit Galeria soon in the future?
Soon.
God willing, yes.
I like that confidence and I like that spirit in you.
Absolutely.
And best wishes for your success for MGMM.
Thank you very much.
All right, with that note, we come to the end of this week's episode, Money Talks with AJ, right here on ITV Gold. Until we meet again, same place, same time, I am Sanjeev Pandya, wishing you all happy and continue to listen to best of the best music days ahead. So long.
Thank you.